Who the fuck is that guy?
I make my own moves, yeah, I'm bossing.
All weak bitches, please proceed to the exit.
Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We are not for the weak.
What's up?
All solid.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Not for the Weak podcast. It's your boy James.
It's Jeremy.
And we're back at it again. We actually filmed an episode that was supposed to air where this episode is, but I accidentally deleted it off my computer while I was editing it. And yeah,
I was sick.
We went through an entire hour where we talked about our meet and how that was going and a recap of it.
It actually was a really good episode.
It was
I wish you guys could have listened to.
Just know it went good. It was a good episode.
It's okay.
Jeremy did well, PR'd in all his things, all the lifts, right?
Yeah, except for bench, PR'd and everything. Ended with a 512 squat. My deadlift was 7. Fucking. My deadlift was 574, which is not a PR, but it is a competition PR. So
which is all that matters.
So cool. Yep, it went good.
Yeah.
Now the cut to 230 begins.
Set some state records before you cut down.
Yeah, set all state records, cut down, set some state records in 242.
Yeah,
before I turn 23, which is in 2 years, so I have time.
Yeah, you're gonna shred the fuck up.
I just changed my meals up. I'm doing 96.4 lean ground beef.
Ooh,
because what store is it? Oh man, Walmart has 96.4, and Winco only has 93.7.
I think
so 96.4 is pretty fucking sick because
I
only get like 9 grams of fat per meal.
I think Fred Meyer has 97.3, maybe, possibly. Plus, if you cook it right, like you can cook off a few more. Like, because you cook out the fat, and then if you just drain it, like you're cooking off a little bit more.
I usually drain.
Yeah.
Because I don't need all that grease and whatnot. But I do the fat-free cheese slices on top of that. I got like 4 ounces of sweet potatoes and a half cup of rice to like balance out the carbs. So that's like 50 grams of carbs per meal. I'm set.
Damn, dude, that's like what I got right now. Dude, when I was I started prep for that bodybuilding show. Thank God. So we're both going to get lean as fuck together.
Good. We can keep each other accountable because it's been hard. And struggling.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle when you go from eating whatever you want to now I have to actually pay attention to what I eat. Mm-hmm. Like my coach Alex sent me my meals while I was in Ohio. And I was like, oh, sick. Of course you send this while I'm traveling. Yeah. So it's like impossible for me to put this shit together now. Like I could have prepped it before I left, but it's like basically the same. It's like 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, 6 meals.
Yeah,
which is a struggle because I've been doing like 4 or 5 meals, but now it's like adding an extra meal. Like you got to wake up a little earlier so you can get your timing right. It's, but we're both supposed to get sexy AF.
Dude, that's the goal, man. I would love to be sexy AF.
Just thirst trapping on the gram.
Oh, I need a tan too. I need to start tanning.
You and me both, bro.
You think we should do some Tan Republic action?
Some Tan Republic.
I'm down.
I think I'm sketched out by the Tan Republic though, dude.
Why? We could just get like $20 memberships at Planet
and just tan there.
Don't
they have shitty beds? I'm worried about beds. I always hear so much negative stuff about tanning beds.
Here in Southern Oregon, first of all, you could hear negative things about anything.
That's true, but I always hear the cancer shit.
Dude, there's cancer in everything, bro.
There's cancer in this coffee cup I'm drinking right now. There's
cancer on my fucking phone screen. But,
real talk.
But, so in Southern Oregon, the beds are a lot, I don't know what it is, but the beds and the bulbs are a lot better than back in Portland where I was going to Planet. Because I used to go to Planet in Portland, and the beds, I mean, they were all right, but they were pretty bobo-ass, like generic tanning beds that the bulbs sucked, and you could go for like 12 hours every single day or 12 minutes every single day, and it would just like, you would just like not get tanned. But here you go for like 10 minutes and you're like gonna get burnt. Luckily for me, I have an olive undertone, so I bronze. I have like a very nice bronzy color when I get tan.
Well, see, I don't. I have a very pink color that I turn when I get red.
Uncooked beef.
Yeah, dude. Like the last time I had a tanning membership when I was doing shows like years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I would go for like 5 minutes, and I would still get red.
Really?
Yeah.
My thing's on right. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
What?
I didn't know if my mic was on because it sounded like I was far away for some reason.
No, it's just you sounded sick.
I am sick as fuck. I hear that it's better going into a show tan, so that way they don't have to apply as many coats.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Sorry.
bro.
So I've been taking Sudafed every morning.
Dude, if you get sick, I will punch you in the dick.
Dude, you know what's crazy is I'm really starting to feel like an old man.
You look like an old man.
It seems like the more Kai gets, like the further along Kai gets in her pregnancy, like the more of an old man that I feel. I don't know if it's just part of becoming a dad or what, but I just bought my first 1-a-day daily vitamins for men, and I'm just like,
that's Centrum Silver.
Yeah, it was just like $10. I take this daily vitamin, and now I take like apple cider vinegar shots in the morning, like make sure to cleanse my body. Feel super weird, like,
basic ass bitch.
I feel hella like old and shit, but it's
you're
time.
You're about to be dad bod central over here too.
Yeah, 2:30. I'm gonna be the gnarliest DILF in Grants Pass, Oregon.
I don't know. There's some pretty jacked old dudes.
There's some pretty jacked DILFs out there.
DILFs,
not DILF to me, but
you got something you want to tell us about? You've been checking out some DILFs in Grants Pass.
There's definitely some DILFs out there,
bro. There's some jacked dads out there.
My dad's kind of a.
Your dad looks like a jacked Howie Mandel.
Yeah, my dad. He listens to these. That he knows. He knows that I told him
the
that.
soul patch.
I was like, dude, not only are you bald, but you also have the soul patch. So you literally stole Howie Mandel.
He's got like the dark eyebrows too, so it for sure looks like Howie Mandel.
And he's tan as fuck.
Yeah.
Howie Mandel's tan, but he's like white boy tan.
I think
my dad's
they're like the same tanness right now. I've seen your dad at your very, very first meet, and he was way tanner then, I feel like.
I don't know. It's hard because the baldness almost makes him seem more tan to me.
Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, I know. He's tan as fuck right now. Yeah, he went to my meet. He was stoked. He looks good, dude. We went and got pizza, and he took his jacket off. I was wondering when he was going to take his jacket off.
Why?
So let's see what you look like, bro.
He's trying to cover up.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, fuck, he looks good.
He should have just hopped in and been a guest lifter.
That's what he said. He's like, all right, I'm ready. I'm like, on a real level, if you were to go in and do bench only, he would do really fucking good.
What do you think he would bench?
Over 4.
See, right there, he would have put on a show.
Yeah.
He could have just been a guest lifter.
Reverse grip.
He could have been a guest lifter.
Yeah. Reverse grip, paused.
Can you reverse grip in the USPA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I've seen him hit like 365 for a double when he wasn't as strong reverse grip, like smooth. Fucking smooth.
Damn.
And I've seen him hit 315 for like 10 reverse grip smooth. And I've seen him hit 295 for like 14. Huh. Like he's strong, and he's gotten way stronger since then because he's gotten better at training.
Yeah.
Before it was just like
he was just benching, doing whatever the fuck.
Just doing it, yeah.
Like
so now he's like a lot more methodical with the way that he trains. And I told him, I was like, dude, if you can just fucking throw a singlet on and just I'll pay for his USPA membership. I don't even care. Like,
yeah.
Just do a meet because he'll walk away with a gold medal.
Yeah,
he'll for sure set state records because he'll be masters.
Well, I think we looked. And there were no records in.
He's 43, so if he did bench only, he'd fucking kill it. Yeah, and people would be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
he doesn't have to squat. He doesn't have to deadlift.
No, just bench only, bro.
Just bench only.
There's no shame in bench only.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah,
be sick.
I think he should.
It'd just be. Who knows, man? That could like set a whole thing in motion, like change what's going on with him. Like, you know, he could become addicted and just be like, dude, I'm gonna become like one of the best benchers in the world.
Yeah, he could do it. I could see it. I could see him. He's built. He's got a big, huge back.
Especially if he does it all reverse grip. Yeah, it'd be insane.
He's got big old fucking triceps. He's a strong dude. He just told me he hit 300 for like 3 sets of 6 or something like that on incline.
Wow.
Which he's got a really fucky shoulder.
Does he go fucking reverse grip on incline too?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
But that's why that's
what
impressive.
A savage.
That's why that's impressive is because he goes like normal grip but it's like it's hard on his shoulder. So the fact that he's building strength up, like trying to push himself, is cool.
Yeah,
he needs to do it.
Good for him. Yeah, do it. Do it, Jacked Howie man. That's what his Instagram could
Jacked
be.
Howie.
The Jacked Howie Mandel.
Dude, he could. He should capitalize on
Just capitalize on
Jacked Howie.
Jacked Howie.
I dig that.
It could be like Huck Finn Barbell, except Jacked Howie.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
That's his thing. I'm gonna text him.
He needs to make it happen.
I'm gonna text him like, dude, you need to do this.
We'll make him a Jacked Howie shirt.
A Jacked Howie shirt, dude. A Jacked Howie singlet.
There you go.
Hashtag Jacked Howie. Jacked Mandel.
Oh man. You're sick and I'm tired as fuck.
It's the best combination.
We're dying today.
It sucks. I gotta go to work.
Dude, all the traveling just killed me this weekend. Fucking
yeah, you've been traveling a lot lately, dude. It seems like.
Yeah.
I was dead from like LA. Dude, I was dead from from the meat.
I was dead from that too.
The meat killed me.
We got back Saturday night and then I had to leave for Ohio on Wednesday. And I was all stressed out because of all the snow and like
you had like zero rest.
Yeah. And then of course I'm a cheap ass when I picked the flights and shit, so I picked the worst ones possible. Like I picked, instead of flying out of Medford, which is like 30 minutes from here, I was like, I'll fly out of Portland because it's cheaper. So I'll drive up to Portland, which is like 3.5 hours. And then flew out of Portland. Had like a long ass layover in Vegas for like 5 hours. And then I took a red eye flight from Vegas to Ohio. So like I left Vegas at like 11:50 p.m. and I got into Ohio at like 6:30 a.m. because of the time change.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was only a 3-hour flight, but I got there at like 6:30 a.m. So it's like the day is starting. Like, oh my God. It was brutal. I flew Spirit Airlines, which you cannot recline the seats. So good luck trying to sleep in that. Like they're plastic buckets and they don't recline at all. I even bought one of those neck pillows. I was like, this will be a brilliant idea. Like I always see this. I'm like, I should buy one. Because I always get a kink in my neck.
Yeah.
But I bought it and it did not help because the seat did not go back. And I was like, fuck. Arnold was sick though, dude. It was pretty.
Did you get to see Arnold?
I saw Arnold. I saw the crowd surrounding Arnold walk by, but I did not see Arnold.
I saw Arnold on people's like Instagram
actually
stories.
Getting close to see Arnold is like so hard to do. Like the crowds are ridiculous. Like literally, I think on Saturday there were like 200,000 people at the expo, and you could not walk anywhere. Like I didn't leave the booth. I left the booth once, and I was like, never again. I'm like coming right back. But I saw Arnold. I saw the crowd surrounding Arnold. It was like a big mob, and I saw these phones like reaching over, like just everybody pointing their camera down in the center somewhere, and I was like, oh, that must be Arnold. But I didn't actually go over there.
Might have been The Rock.
No, The Rock's crowd. I think it'd be interesting to see which one would have a bigger crowd. I feel like The Rock
has the most followers on Instagram.
I feel like The Rock might have the most followers.
No,
I mean, I feel like he might have the bigger crowd if he was there. I don't know. It's tough though. Like Arnold's Arnold. Like Arnold's an icon. Yeah. The Rock is
an icon though.
I think The Rock is honestly, arguably, like the most famous person on earth.
I agree.
I would say he's the most recognizable person on earth.
Well, he does have like 152 million people that follow him on Instagram.
See, that's just ridiculous.
152 million people follow The Rock.
And that's just people that have Instagram. That's not even counting the people that like watch him on TV and stuff. Or the people that go.
What about like elderly folk who don't have Instagram who love The Rock?
That's what I mean.
Like my whole family.
Right. That just watch him on like the Titan games and WWE and like.
Oh, dude. Dude. He's the man.
Have you been watching the Titan games?
Nope.
It was cool.
It's not something
I was not super.
It's not something I watch. I would love to watch it, but it's not really Kaya's thing.
Yeah.
So we watch like other stuff like The Masked Singer or like Married at First Sight, stuff like that.
Oh man.
Spoiler alert though. Huge spoiler alert for The Masked Singer. Whoever watches it. T-Pain won, dude. So
how did nobody guess that was T-Pain?
Because he didn't use autotune.
Yeah, but if you listen to T-Pain's acoustic, he has a very.
He does.
He has a very.
So he sung like. So Kaya guessed T-Pain. So he sung one of the songs he did Stay With Me by Sam Smith.
Good
and
song.
He fucking killed it. In fact, I almost like T-Pain's version of Stay With Me better than Sam Smith's version. But I also just like T-Pain better than Sam Smith. But he killed that, and then he did This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan. And he sounded just like Montel Jordan. I was like, maybe.
It's Montel Jordan.
No, I thought maybe it was Mac Morrison, dude. Mark Morrison.
Oh.
It's similar, right? And I was like, dude, that's fucking Return of the Mac. I hear that like similar, like it's got to be him, right? Because he kept talking about making a comeback and all of this.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is
the comeback,
this
right?
This is the homie. And then it took his fucking mask off, and it was T-Pain, and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
So what happens when he wins it?
He just gets a big fat trophy and recognized, all this cool stuff. It was cool. I don't know.
Interesting.
And now we watch Married at First Sight, which is hella weird because it's like a show where you like go through all these surveys and take these tests and talk to like these marriage counselors and like people who like learn about like your personality, your do's and don'ts, like who you are as a person. And then they match you with someone who they think that you'd fit really well with, who like fits that same kind of profile. And then you meet them at the altar. Like you all get married and have a big extravagant.
They actually get married?
Yeah, they have an extravagant wedding.
What if they don't like each other?
Well, they have 6 weeks to figure it out. So they have 6 weeks.
Dude,
so
who the fuck is signing up for that?
So they get married.
Are you serious?
And then the next day, they get a ticket. Everything's paid for. Their honeymoon. They go somewhere on their honeymoon for a couple weeks. And then after their honeymoon, they go back to the husband's house. And they live together and adapt to both of their way of living and blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the 6 weeks, they all meet up. And they're like, how's things going? Do you want to get a divorce? Or do you want to stay married? And some get a divorce. Some stay married.
Why do they go to the husband's house? That's some sexist ass shit.
I have no clue. But one of the dudes lives in a bus.
Oh, I'd be furious.
But so he's a yacht interior designer, but he lives in a bus. Like he's like a minimalist.
Does he make a lot of money?
I'm assuming if he designs the interiors
No. That does not mean shit.
I feel like
I'd be
interior
pissed
specialists. But his like the inside of his bus, from what it looked like, was nice, but it was like just a bus.
Like what kind of bus? Like a school bus?
No, dude, it was like a fucking
like a transit bus.
Yeah, that he turned into like.
So it got all windows.
Yeah, so it's got like windows.
Like but like all windows. Like
well,
or did he cover up some of the windows?
I think he like framed in some shit.
I would hope so.
We haven't gotten to that part yet, but I saw a clip of it.
That's some weird ass shit.
But it's weird because some of these couples, like that couple, the dude who lives in the bus, like him and his old lady, they like act like they've been together for like fucking years. They're so compatible, it's crazy.
Dude, I wonder how much of that is scripted. Like, because you know how like reality shows are like super fake most of the time nowadays.
I have no idea.
I wonder how much of that is
because they're like super all over each other. Like they like are in love with each other. They had so far as I've gone, they've only known each other for like 4 days.
I'm super jaded with that type of shit. Like I feel like
just don't get it.
Well, I don't get it, and then also I'm like, dude, everyone's got like motives now. Everyone's trying to get famous off like reality shows, like Kardashian style,
and have like some TV personality.
Yeah, exactly.
People you
can never tell
I hear
nowadays.
People talk about how they have a TV personality. I'm like, I feel like if you have to say you have a TV
if you tell me you have a TV personality, I want to slap you.
Yeah. Also, I'm very scatterbrained today, but we just watched the best movie in the world last night.
I know. I saw your story.
Stars Born. Dude, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Watch it with Chrissy.
No.
You should.
Why?
It's good.
I heard it's good, actually.
It's really good. Like it's not even girly.
Well, I know. Bradley Cooper's a stud.
But it's like really fucking good.
No, I heard it's good.
It's really fucking sad.
I'll check it out.
Sad.
I don't.
Chrissy will love it.
Of course she'll love it.
And you'll love it too.
Oh.
And Lady Gaga's
sick. She's talented.
Tight.
It's insane.
Well, not only is she talented, dude, Bradley Cooper's talented.
Oh my god, yeah.
Those songs were performed by him.
I when it first came out, I didn't realize it was him that was actually singing them. But then, like, obviously, throughout the course of them promoting that,
I guess they actually held concerts too. Like those concerts were like real.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool to go to one of those concerts.
Yeah, I wonder how they promoted that. Like free tickets.
They probably. I mean, they have all those casting. I bet they were all a bunch of like extras and stuff, and like
hella extras.
Yeah, just being like, hey, come on.
Hey, we need someone to stand in the crowd and listen to awesome music.
It's like
watch Bradley.
It's like when they go out and they get they fill up the audiences for like the Tonight Show and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like probably went to like one of those and been like, hey, you guys want tickets to this concert? Like, I wonder how they did that with no phones. Like, obviously you can't have a phone out. Like, they don't want people like filming that, like to put on social media. Like, hey,
Well, you have to
look
sign-
who I saw. Like, I saw
You have to
know.
sign like waivers. And
That
stuff.
doesn't mean shit.
No, but they're like really like companies like so on The Masked Singer. Like the reason why no one knew what anything was because they were like very, very strict and no one was allowed to like know who the people were. Everyone who was like participating had to sign these gnarly contracts.
Well, that's because the people that are participating are like, they all work for the show and shit.
Well, no,
Well, and they're
the
all-
people in the crowd.
Oh,
They had to sign like these fat like agreements that like you are gonna get fined like thousands of dollars
Yeah.
if you take
that's a
video.
little bit, but like those concerts, there's like so many people in the crowd. Like that's super hard to regulate. Like I remember I saw Kevin Hart with Chrissy up in Portland last year, and they had a thing where like you couldn't even have your phone out in the arena because he didn't want anybody filming it and putting it on social media. So like they literally had people stationed everywhere, and if you even brought your phone out, they were like they either kicked you out or they made you leave or.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you couldn't even bring it out, like because I was like, "Oh, what time is it? Oh, no, can't have my phone out." Like you know what I mean? Like
That's
But-
why you just like do one of these. You're just like
just texting, like yeah. But I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll probably check it out. What I rented yesterday was what did I rent? I finally rented Get Out, but I was so fucking tired from the flight, I fell asleep halfway through it, and I was like, whatever.
Did you like it? I didn't even see it.
This fucking guy.
Tired, dude.
God damn it. No, like I said, I only got like a little bit into it and I passed out. I was just so tired.
That's how a star was born. That movie was really long. It was like long.
Yeah, so I don't know
It's
if
like
I
about
want to
2 hours.
dedicate that time to it. We'll see.
I guess there's a lot of controversy surrounding
That they fucking.
that they're like actually. And I mean, let me just say, like,
You can have chemistry with somebody without having sex
I
with
don't know,
them.
dude. I think, like,
Well, people
it's
just
like weird of me to think this, but like, I feel like Bradley Cooper would be maybe better off with like Lady Gaga instead of.
Have you seen Bradley Cooper's
Yeah,
wife?
she's a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
That doesn't mean anything.
Why would?
I'm just saying, like,
Why would you? Why would? So this is it. This is it.
that
If you're
movie, like,
that famous, right? So Lady Gaga is like stupid famous, right?
yeah,
Stupid famous. Obviously, also super talented and a little bit odd because I feel like in order to be that creative and that talented, you have to be a little odd,
Yeah.
right? You're not like a normal. You're just not like a normal everyday person. Like there's like some different shit going on in your brain, like to be that talented. And then Bradley Cooper's so famous, like I feel like why would he want to deal with that drama and like all that goes into that? Like, yeah, he might really like Lady Gaga and he might really care for her, but why would he want to subject himself to being in a relationship like that? Because I feel like it never works out.
I don't know, maybe.
You know, because
I'm like kind of rooting for them.
I'm
like, I
not.
feel
He has
bad.
a fucking kid with that other chick.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I thought he was just married.
No, he has a kid.
Well,
You're just trying to break up a happy home, bro.
listen, dude. I'm
You're
just saying.
you're contributing to this.
I'm just saying,
You're
I
part of the TMZ phenomenon,
I'm just
bro.
saying. I saw the movie, and that's like.
It's called
fantastic.
acting, bro.
Dude.
They're professionals. They're supposed to act.
You should have seen the motherfucking sex scenes with passionate as shit.
Well, obviously they gotta make it look passionate. They're fucking actors, bro. That's why they make millions,
I just know that.
bro.
I would be a terrible
if I was
actor.
Bradley,
I'd be falling in love every
you'd
time.
be popping boners all left and
I-
right, bro.
There's no way, dude. She's like butt naked in the movie, like 10 times. Lady Gaga. It's just
That has to be one of the most awkward things ever. To like fake a sex scene but not actually have sex, but like you have to get like super into it and like.
make out.
There's no way that you don't.
Kyle was like,
There's no way he doesn't get aroused or that she doesn't get aroused. Like, right?
There's no way.
There's
I'm
no
sure
way.
they both do, and I'm sure that's what like adds to that. Like, that's what makes.
But then they're
scenes
not
like that
actually
feel
having sex, so it
intimate.
looks like super weird. Like They're actually like rubbing genitals against each other and shit.
But I wonder if they just like hardcore dry hump.
Bro, I wonder if he ever like, just like, some hardcore dry humping and then he just, ugh. And then they're like, God damn it, we got to clean up.
There's like a bath scene in there. And I'm like,
you know what I'd be more worried about? Like I don't know. Never mind. I'm just going to leave it there. It'd be awkward, bro. It'd be awkward to film a sex scene and then like not actually have sex.
It would be hard to be married and do something.
Well, I'm sure he's like, for sure don't come to the set this today because it's not going to make you happy to see me
for sure don't watch
making out with, She's at the premiere just sitting there.
They probably don't actually watch.
No, she for sure went to the premiere.
Oh. Well.
You would think, right? Like she's going to go to the premiere to watch it, and everybody watches it.
I'd be like, hey, you're gonna have to close your eyes on this.
Go grab some popcorn real quick.
I'm like, I'm thirsty. Go get me a Coke.
She's like, you don't even make those sounds when you're with me. He's like, it's just acting. It's just acting.
You don't pay me millions of dollars.
I don't know, dude. I feel like if I was him, I wouldn't want to deal with the drama of being with like a super famous. Potentially, she's got to be a little bit like self-absorbed to be to that point, right? You would think they both are. They both have to be somewhat self-absorbed for their career, right?
Maybe, maybe. Lady Gaga seems like an extremely like artistic, just like very interesting human being. I could see her like not being that like I don't know. I need to watch the documentary.
I just feel like they're too big of personalities, and you can't put those two together. You know what I mean? Like they may have great chemistry, and they might stare longingly into each other's eyes, but that doesn't mean it's gonna work out, bro.
Did you watch the Grammys, dude?
No.
They're like almost made out on stage.
It's acting. The song is acting.
I don't know, dude.
They're putting on a performance. They're trying to entertain.
I don't know. But that song is really good.
He's got a really good voice.
Yeah.
He should for sure come out with a CD, I feel like.
A CD.
An album. Goddamn.
Dude, that dude should put out a tape.
Bro, he needs to put out a mixtape for sure.
Dude, that dude needs to put something on a floppy disk right now.
A little zip drive.
If he does not come out with a vinyl record, I'm upset.
Bro, vinyl's coming back, man. I feel like people actually buy it.
Dude, I was at Walmart getting batteries. And first of all, I don't know what happened, but my brain took a shit on me and like forgot where batteries were at. So I was like in the electronics center thinking, oh, there's batteries here. There weren't. And there's like vinyl records there. Some dude walked up to the employee. I was walking to the employee. And I was like, dude, where's batteries? Like I was walking up to him to say that. And like as I'm walking up, this like nerdy dude's like, oh, vinyl's coming back, I see. And I was just like, oh, ruin that. I'm going to walk away because I don't even want to like.
I don't want to interact
anymore with that whole thing.
It is coming back though.
It is coming. Dude, vinyl's cool. My dad used to have a record player and would play vinyl. Like the Doors on vinyl sound so good. And like Van Halen.
I bet it sounds great.
So it does, dude.
Takes up a lot of space though.
It's a different type of sound, bro.
Takes up a lot of space though.
Record players?
And all the vinyl.
Oh, vinyl, yeah, but it's like art. It's like an art.
Okay.
Artsy.
You gonna go buy some vinyl then?
Fuck no. Got a fucking Spotify for that. I don't need no vinyl.
That's why I pay for Apple Music, bro.
Yeah, fuck all that. It's just cool, like.
I'd be hella. You got all vinyl, and then you're like at the gym, like, hold on, let me change the record.
Could you imagine if we just played vinyl?
You got Lil Jon on fucking on vinyl.
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys on vinyl.
The bass alone would just like skip it. I feel like it's just boom.
Be skipping.
You'd be skipping songs.
Yeah, vinyl's tight, dude. Vinyl's like such a different. It's just a different sound. The digital.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe one day when I get a massive house and I can afford to stock up on some vinyl. Actually, probably not. Actually, now that I think about it, I would not. I'd rather have it just on my phone where I can just be like, I'm gonna play this instead of having to get up, change the song, change the pass.
One day when I get a massive house, I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna get an iTunes fucking speaker somewhere. A
Sonos.
Sonos.
Sonos everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I could actually set up Sonos right now everywhere. I just don't have the money to do all that.
I just don't have the need to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm my house is not big enough that I need a Sonos speaker blasting it throughout the house. You know what I mean?
Our house is very acoustic. And
Yeah, so you just turn your phone on.
yeah, so I just turn my phone on.
Or plug it into a little Bluetooth speaker or whatever.
Yeah. I have a
This fucking guy.
I don't know how many times these people have seen me yawn.
They're like, what the fuck?
They're
For
like,
sure,
I really-
stop yawning
they're like,
into the mic.
I really only watch these episodes to watch Jay yawn.
I wonder, somebody needs to count how many times you yawned this episode.
A lot, probably, dude. I slept pretty good, and wow, we've already been in 30 minutes. That's crazy. Fuck.
Yeah, you got to take off, what, 10? 10
I gotta
minutes?
take off in about 10 minutes.
All right. Do not into the mic. That is a terrible. I apologize, people. Oh, man. The Arnold was sick, though, dude.
Yeah.
I wish you had made it.
Me too.
Next year, for sure, you have to come out.
I definitely got a lot of notifications from people saying, hey, are you going to Columbus?
Yeah, well, they didn't message me. And I was there.
No, but they messaged me. I got like, I mean, I didn't
They're like, I don't give a
didn't
shit
get a ton.
about-
I got like 8.
They're like, I don't give a
8
shit about
messages.
James.
Yeah, one dude was like, dude, you going to Ohio? And I was like, nah, dude, I'm not. He's like, damn, dude, that really sucks. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Just ruined that dude's trip. He's like, I'm not going
I
anymore.
really do wish I could go.
I'm not going anymore.
It's like, it's okay, man.
It was cool. I worked out at Westside Barbell for a little bit on Thursday, which is gnarly. Some dude showed up at the end and was like floor pressing like 500 pounds for reps. And I was like, oh, sick. I think he did it for like a set of 5. I was like, oh, cool.
It's like Big Boy.
Yeah.
Big Boy just been 600 pounds.
Dude, what's his face? Ray Williams squatted like almost 1,100, I feel like.
Oh my god, he just set
the world record again.
1,036, and he just reset it.
I think so.
He's so strong.
And then, oh man, that one chick, Bam Bam Burr, Stacy Burr,
Yeah.
Bama Burr on Instagram. Do you know who that is? She set the all-time Wilks. It was like 688.
Steffi Cohen squatted 500 pounds in the animal cage.
Yeah,
For a
this
world
chick,
record.
this chick's only 20 pounds heavier than Steffi, and she squatted 550 something.
So Steffi is almost there.
Yeah, but this chick set the all-time record.
That's crazy.
688 Wilks is insane.
That's
250 plus points more than me. She's almost doubled my Wilks.
even more than me.
Actually, she didn't almost double.
That's like 270.
But she dramatically shit on my Wilks, and she's 100 pounds less than me.
Well, that's why though. That's the craziest thing about.
That's not
Wilks.
why, dude.
Well, it's because
She's 100 pounds less than me, and she squatted more than me.
Yeah, she's just strong as fuck. She squatted more than me, and I PR'd.
I deadlifted more than her though, so I'll take that. I beat her on the deadlift.
By how much?
I think like 100
So there you go.
ish, almost 100.
You weigh 100 pounds more than her. You deadlift 100 pounds.
I know, but then she outsquatted me by like 70, so it cancels out.
That's true. Hey, to be fair, she only outsquatted.
But she fucking crushed it. It was fucking. There were some awesome things there. Thor went for the heaviest. Thor set the world record for the elephant bar, and then he almost broke it again.
What'd he get?
He went for the heaviest deadlift of all time at 11:01.
Who holds that right now?
Eddie.
Eddie still holds that.
Yeah. So Eddie did 500 kilos. Thor did like 501. He went for 501 kilos and got it like right above his knee. And he missed it.
That's so much weight.
But before that he had done like 1050 something, I think. So he broke it, and then he was going for the heaviest deadlift of all time.
So he did beat Eddie's.
No, he didn't.
Eddie got like what, 1,086 or something?
He went for 500 kilos, which I don't know what that is. He did
Eddie's
a
so
500.
strong. Eddie looks good, dude.
Yeah, I saw him he came by Martin's booth for a little bit on Saturday to like film something.
Did you meet him?
No, he was just so busy. Like he was just in and out. He came and talked to Martin for like 5 minutes and then left. But he was coming back on Sunday to film like an interview with Martin. But I took off Sunday morning, so I was like, fuck. Of course he comes by, or he's planning to come by when I'm not there. So
Yeah, he looks good.
yeah, he's a massive dude. Somebody was like, oh, I didn't realize Eddie was so short. I was like, first off, he's not that short. He's just standing next to a bunch of dudes that are like 6'4" plus. He's like 6 foot, 6'1" maybe. He's not short. Like
that's like, I mean, yeah. It's just weird to think of Eddie being like my height.
The thing about it is like he's heavy as shit. Like so, like
what is he, like 16 stone?
I don't know. He's like 3 something, like high 3s. I feel like.
So it's like 18 stone.
And he's got a 6-pack, but he's so heavy that he's so wide that it makes him look not as tall.
That's like my thing. Is like just so massive, you know.
Yeah, it just makes you look short. That's what massive, it is.
But yeah, I'm a wider guy. But you know, I also have short, stubby legs.
Yeah.
So I'm only 6 foot because of my torso. I have a long torso, and I have short, stubby legs.
You mean because you're only 6 foot because of your
how long my torso is?
Oh, I was gonna say because you should be taller.
Like the height.
Well, you have short legs.
Yeah, I have short legs.
Little tiny legs.
Little baby legs. We were looking at our ultrasounds last night. Me and Kai were looking at our ultrasounds, and Kingston's gonna have some big old legs.
Some thunder thighs.
Just like his daddy.
But you don't have big old legs.
So. I got bigger legs than you, bro.
Do you? No, I'm pretty sure our legs are the same size. And I'm 3 inches taller than you.
But my glutes are bigger.
No, barely.
By an inch.
And you outweigh me by like 30 pounds.
Hey, not for long.
Not for long. Well, I'm losing weight too, so we're both dropping. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, what are you gonna cut down to?
I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But I got 11 weeks or 12 weeks or something like that.
It's not much time.
I'm pretty excited because I'm supposed to go out to Florida in the middle of April to film some stuff. And I'm going to be actually kind of lean by then because that's like 6 weeks from now. So I'm hoping to be,
I'll be
fairly lean.
I'll be a little leaner too.
We'll see.
Go with you. Huh?
Yeah, man. We could.
Nah.
But
I won't be able to.
Anyway, what else? What else happened at the Arnold? I'm trying to think. Saw some cool shit. Ran into a ton of fucking cool people. That was awesome. A lot of GUNSMITH supporters.
I saw that, yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of cool, just awesome people that. And then the thing too, though, is I saw a lot of people that like I've talked to on social media, and I don't know, it's weird because you'll see some people that you talk to on social media, and then they see you in person, and they're like, hey, and then you talk to some people on social media, and then you see them in person, and they just kind of like just blow it off.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like to think that if people talk to me on social media, I at least am able to recognize them when I see them in person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'll at least take the time to realize who you are. But I feel some people, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's they take advantage of the fact that like so many people hit me up and like they take it for granted kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There were some people there that I ran into or I saw, and it was like that maybe have a bigger following than me, and I've talked to them before, and they kind of was like, oh hey, kind of thing, like nothing big. I'm not gonna say names because I'm not gonna call people out, but there were some people out there.
I'm about to find out after this podcast.
Yeah, after we get off the air, I might bring it up. But there were some people that I don't know, and then I don't know. It's just it's interesting to see the way the industry is. Like, there's so many people out there, and yeah, there are a lot of big names out there, and then there are a lot of people trying to grow their things.
Yeah,
but it's like you got to be humble with it while you're growing it. Like I only have I have a fairly large social media following, but I don't take it for granted. Like, oh, I don't walk around like, oh, I'm the shit. Like, hey, you should know who I am. Like, look at me. Like, oh, I can't talk to you because you're not big enough, right?
Yeah. But
there are some people out there with super small followings that are just like that acting high and mighty. Like, hey, I'm the shit. It's like, you just be humble with it. Like, be a good person. Like, it's cool to be like, I'm growing my stuff and I'm trying to get well known and I'm trying to network with these people, but be humble about it. And then also, don't simply talk to people because you think it's going to build your social media.
Yeah.
Like, actually, if you're going to, like, there are people I follow on social media. Ew.
This is bad.
You really need to go blow your nose, but we're almost done. There's some people I talk to on social media that I follow on social media that I don't necessarily have a lot in common with, but I like what they put out.
Yeah.
And like I want to see what they put out, and I follow them on social media, but I don't necessarily, like, if we talked in person, like, we wouldn't have a whole lot in common.
Yeah.
But And so I'm not going to necessarily go up to them and be like, oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like, we should like do this together, blah, blah, blah. Just because they have a social media following.
Yeah. Like,
if I'm taking, you're throwing me off, bro. If I go talk to somebody in person, it's not because I want to necessarily network with them solely for social media. It's because I want to network with them because I like them as a person.
Yeah.
And like I from there, who knows what will happen. But I'm not just talking to them because I want them to put me on their social media or I want them to do something with me. I want something from them. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's because I want to interact with them. I like them as a person.
Yeah. That's like how I am too. Like I don't know, dude. I don't like if you're super popular in the fitness industry, like that's cool, whatever. Like, but if I don't really care or like I don't really care about like our interaction or anything like that, but you're really, really popular, I'm not gonna make it seem
you're not gonna take it.
I'm not gonna take the effort to like sit and bullshit with you just for the possible chance that we get a pic or I'm on your story or you're on my story. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I care more about like who you are and like if you are of importance to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like CT Fletcher, the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
Love that dude. I will always take the time to go hang out with him. But like John Jones, pretty fucking famous dude, UFC fighter. I like him a lot, but like
you're not gonna go.
I'm not gonna like wait in the line to meet him. Like I don't care that much. Like I like him a lot as a fighter, but
but the thing about it is like this is what I'm talking about. Like so there's some big social media people out there and that have like large followings that like some people just kind of know who they are and they're like, oh, I want to get a pic with it because it's so and so. You know what I mean? Like it's not because. Or like I want to talk to him because that's so and so, and he's got such a large following, and I want us to do a workout together so I can build my following off of his. You know what I mean?
Like Leech,
yeah. Whereas like if I talk to somebody, there's a good chance I know who they are because they have a large social media following, and I've seen them. But if I go talk to them, it's not because I want something from them. I want to interact with them because I like what they've put out there. Yeah. Like they don't even have to have a large social. There are people out there that I'm like, hey, I really like what you're doing. Like that I follow that have like nobody on their social media, but I like what they're doing, so I'm gonna go talk to them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take the time to talk to them.
Yeah.
But
I didn't have shit for social media following when I first met you.
Yeah, but
like 900 followers.
Like there's people that put too much emphasis on that, and like they only want to interact with people that have larger followings, and they don't necessarily, it's not genuine, you know? And that's the biggest issue I have. And super obvious at some of these expos because you see some people that are just like, they're just fake about it. Like they're just trying to build their social media and they want something from you. You know what I mean? Like you can't be selfish in this industry. Like I want to interact with people that are awesome and that put a good message out there and that are cool. And whether or not they have a large social media following or not doesn't matter. But like if something ends up coming out of that, that's awesome. But I'm not going in there like, hey, take a picture with me, put it on your story. Like, let's do a workout so that like all your people follow me kind of thing. No. Like there were a lot of people I talked to that I was like, I'm not even necessarily like, I don't need to get a picture with you because like I had a genuine conversation with you. Right? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's more important. Like the interaction with people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Than putting out like fake. There's just no. There's too much. There's too much fake out there to keep. You gotta keep it real with it, and you gotta be genuine.
Oh yeah,
and that's the most important part at the end of the day. But it was a great experience, and shout out to everybody that I talked to this weekend, and shout out to the people I didn't talk to this weekend that I wanted to talk to but there were just too many people, and it's too hard to find people. So, but yeah.
Y'all need to have walkie-talkies, bro.
Bro, the service was actually better this year, but it was still super hard. And there's just too many people, too many booths.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
There's so much going on, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, you got to get out of here. So let's cut it out here. Make sure you guys follow us on the gram, Not For The Week PC on Twitter and Instagram. NotForTheWeek.com. We got shirts and stuff up there. Gunsmith Clothing or gunsmithbrand.com. Grab some tees, some tanks, some hoodies. Got a few things up there still. And then, we'll be back next week. We should have a guest next week, I think. We'll see. Anything else?
Nope.
Right on.
And everyone wish me well as I try and get better.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get me sick.
And watch me and Mooney get fucking yacked.
Shredded.
We're about to be so lean, so mean.
We should start a transformation challenge thing
for the cream.
Through the
what?
I said we should start a transformation challenge through the podcast. We'll talk about that. Maybe we'll start it next week.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Talk to you next week.
Peace.
Stay savage, my friends.